So after weeks of silence, INAMDI Kanu's wife has finally spoken, and her message is stirring up the internet as we speak. According to her, she said that the conviction of her husband is not just unfair, but completely wrong. She also described it as a judgment that goes against truth, against justice, and everything we are fighting for. She also said that she was waiting patiently, hoping that the system will work, the system will do the right thing. And now that the verdict has been passed, she's disappointed and she can no longer keep silence, right? Her voice were filled with pain, filled with courage and frustration. You can tell from the way she speaks. This is a voice of a woman who feels like her husband has been treated unjustly. Let's listen to her. It's going to be a lengthy video, so we're probably going to have part 1 and part 2 because the video is long. Anyways, let's go.
I didn't realize that I've gone live already. Good evening, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom and truth, lovers of justice. I think the time now is 17 minutes past 8. It's been a long day for all of us. It's been a very, very long day. Annoying long day, not unexpected day, but a day that we knew that would come sometime, at some point. I just had to wait for INAMDI Kim to go back into the house because I haven't told him what happened. He's asked me about the court and I said, it's the usual nonsense going on. And he said, okay. Sorry, I'm just getting a call on. I have been on call since last night. I have not slept. Considering that I'm still recovering, I have not slept, not one bit, and I have been on calls and meetings, and some people were calling me that they were on high blood pressure and things, and I thought to myself, what do you want me to do? What do you expect me to do? We have seen what transpired today in the court between INAMDI Kanu and the kakistocratic. I have always called Nigerian government kakistocratic government of Nigeria. What happened today is not something unprecedented. It is something that we know that this is what they want to do, even though some people don't realize that, but this is something that has been planned, prepared a long time ago. Although at some point, we would have averted or evaded this type of behavior in the past, but notwithstanding, God alone understands why it has to come this way or go this way. Mind you, this is not about some political misunderstanding or misconception happening anywhere. This is about Biafra. So if we understand what Biafra is and understand what it entails and understand the people behind Biafra, the unseen hands and the seen hands, then we will understand what this whole thing is about. Also, if we understand who we are as the Igbo people, Igbo, there is something about us that the enemy does not want to but we are very special. I keep saying that. And at some point, God, in his infinite mercy, would make us known as he has purposed us to be. So I need to be fast so I can go back in. I'm in the car trying to make this quick video before going back in because INAMDI Kim will come out now. I don't want him to hear me. In Nigeria, a judge cannot ask a defendant to open a defense on terrorism related charges without reading out the written law under which the court is trying that person. Okay, so the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, Section 36. I mean, I'm sure that is very familiar to everyone now. It provides that a person shall not be convicted of a criminal offense unless the offense is defined and the penalty prescribed as in a written law. So What Omotosho has done today is a script, a written script for him to read out. Everyone could hear him. Everyone could see that he was reading a script handed over to him, and that he could barely read out some of the words in his own very written judgment. How interesting. How interesting. I've had to quickly tweet and post the travesty of justice today regarding how Omotosho ignored the Constitution's requirement that no one can be convicted under an unwritten or unknown offense. He forced INAMDI KANU to take a plea under a repealed law, which INAMDI KANU refused. So show me where it is written before I can enter into a defense. And that never happened. Omotosho refused blatantly, flagrantly, to issue written rulings on serious applications. So you could hear him reading, you could hear him counting thousands of lines of hours of account. But then he refused to issue a written ruling, which he ought to have done first, but never did. He told INAMDI KANU to put all objections in a final address, then blocked the final address. So if you were INAMDI KANU, you will be as outraged as Mazi was this afternoon. You cannot ask me to put my final address, put it down, write it down, and then you block it. So INAMDI KANU has right, is his right, to put a final address down, to write it down. But Omotosho blocked that and decided to read out those nonsense he called count. And he refused to, first of all, decide whether he even had the power to try the case. We kept talking about jurisdiction. I have always talked about jurisdiction. Nigeria government has no right to try INAMDI KANU. He who comes to law must come with equity. Or he who comes to equity must come with clean hands, rather, excuse me. So it's also in the spirit